It says alleged Pennsylvania PDFer hit with thousands of felony charges. And this one was crazy when I was going
Mm.
through this one. So it says a Pennsylvania man accused of R-wording an underage youngin is facing 5,538 criminal charges. I want to stop right here. 5,538 criminal charges. And prosecutors say it may be a record number of charges for one case. According to court records, 37-year-old Nicholas Allen Spencer was charged with a truckload of mostly felony offenses, including R word threats, statutory sexual assault, aggravated indecent assault without consent, forcible compulsion, threat of forcible compulsion, and on and on. Prosecutors say the alleged victim told police that he R worded her almost daily for several years until a friend convinced her to report it to the authorities. Almost 4,000 of the charges are felonies. So basically, Tammy Fees, Clearfield County District Attorney, told TMZ the eye popping amount of charges is probably our largest case ever in the county, and the same likely holds true for the entire state of Pennsylvania. Mrs. Fees says that Spencer needs to be held accountable, and her ultimate goal is to put him away forever because she says he took away the innocence of this alleged victim, who was younger than 16, leader, and will now look over his shoulder for the rest of his life. Prosecutors say Spencer was charged on this past Tuesday and transferred to the Clearfield County Prison, where he'll await his preliminary hearing on August the 12th. I've never heard somebody be charged this many times. Let me just say this right now. I've never heard anybody be charged 5,000. When they say, so they must have had somebody who was charged more than that for them to be acting like this is close. Because I've never heard anybody. Have you ever heard anybody with that many charges?
No, never.
You have to be a sick weirdo. They must have been charging him for like every single day.
Every single day.
That's crazy.
I love it.
That's well. I mean, it ain't gonna do nothing different. He's gonna be in prison the rest of his life. It's not gonna do anything different. I mean, because once you got, because look at City Star. Like City Star's gonna be, she's facing 25 life in prison. You know what I mean? Once he get past 2, he's toast. 5,000. I mean, that's just for show, in my opinion. That's just putting years on there that he ain't ever even gonna, you know what I'm saying, ever gonna see. It's just for you know what I'm saying, talking purposes. But what do you think of a person who can do that to a person like that?
I mean, I don't think that there's no excuse that I could possibly hear for something like this. I think that he should be put to death. I think that pedophiles or, R-worders, PDFers, I think that those folks I think they need to be put to death. I don't think there is any rehabilitation for them.
So you're saying death penalty?
Yes. I wish that was a punishment for these kinds of offenses. I think crimes against kids require that, because you can't outside of like chemical castration, there is no, and even the chemical castration, it doesn't stop them from having sick thoughts and still maybe even kidnapping or, just these crimes against kids need a deeper punishment, a more harsh punishment. So all these thousands of felonies that he's racked up, in these charges, if proven, if the prosecutors are able to prove this, I hope that he's put to death. I hope he's given the electric chair. I don't think they actually have the death penalty in Pennsylvania anymore, but I wish
look it up. Look it up real quick. See if they got it. Look it up real quick. Yeah, that's crazy. That's wild, man.
Yes. Pennsylvania has the death penalty on the books, but it's not currently active due to a moratorium. So a lot of people have a moratorium on the death penalty.
Man.
Mm-hmm. So there's a bunch of bills right now that are designed to abolish the death penalty as of this year in April. So the death row population, there's about 100 people on Pennsylvania's death row. And the last execution was almost 30 years ago. It was Gary Heidnick in 1999.
Yeah, so we talked about that yesterday. I think they need to bring that back, though. With all this stuff that's going on, I think every single state, it should be, and that should be in laws. In fact, I hate that different states got different laws. I wish they would just streamline it and make everybody have this. That way, everybody there's no confusion on none of the laws. You go to one state, there's no confusion on laws in this state. That was like I hate the age limits and stuff like that in this state, and that state. It's bullshit to me. It should all be the same age limit. Like, you know what I'm saying? In every state, the same age limit. Not, oh, if I go here, we can do it in this state, but I can't do it in this state. Right? It's bullshit to me. It really is, man. That they need to me, they need to fix these laws. That way, everybody have a base understanding of what the law is, what the regulations is in every state, and there is no confusion to what the punishment is. And I think all the punishment should be all the same across all states for for every crime, whatever the punishment is. You know what I'm saying, that you're gonna have, that should be the punishment across all states. That way, I think you eliminate all the BS. You know what I mean? Because, like I said before, I just hate it. I hate how the system is. I hate how it switches up everything. Oh, in California, you can do this, but you can't do that. You can have this, but you can't have that. In Texas, you can, stand your ground, but in Cali, you can't. Like, come on, like, you know what I'm saying? I hate that shit. I think it should be like in every state the same. That way, you don't have. Now we ain't got no questions. The law doesn't come into question, right? So, and the punishment doesn't come into question, And I think that the punishments should fit the exact amount of pain or suffering that you administered on another person. And when you're talking about 5,538 times or charges, like, imagine that. Like, how many years is that? Yo, it's only 365 days in a year. So you're talking about multiple times every day for 5 years, something like that. It would have had to been to get that many charges. Because even if you went 365, 3 years is only going to be damn near 1,000 days. So if you times that times 3, yeah, he was violating a person multiple times daily. Yo, we're going to get back up on this. Salute to everybody that tapped in. Salute to you. You already know what it is, man. And let everybody know where they can find you.
You can find me on Talk to Me Nice and Sports Tea. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. Really, it was great. It's always great to get with you, Ticket. So thanks for having me.
You already know whenever we get together, it's a classic.
Classic.
Yo, we be back tomorrow. I'm gonna holler at you, all right?
Alrighty. Have a good
You
one.
already know what it is.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right. Hey, we always appreciate the support. And if you guys want to do so, you can use the Cash App or PayPal links. They'll be in the description box below this video or pinned at the top of the comments. The top donators will be announced every month. All right, you guys. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. Like, share, and subscribe. Make sure y'all cop the merch. And make sure that you get the weight loss formula. The links to that will be in the description box below this video. Check out our next video coming up right now.